Welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality, where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Yo, welcome back. What's good, y'all boys?
What's good?
Hanging in there, man.
Chilling.
Hanging in there. So
I had a great weekend. How about y'all boys?
Yeah, weekend was dope.
Yeah, I was with y'all for most of the weekend.
Weekend was dope.
Came after you over the weekend.
Yeah, I noticed trying to gang up on me
I
for real.
actually did not shoot at you as much as I wanted to.
I definitely.
I realized that after the fact.
Yo, I see you was on it.
Like
the dude was only peeping, like looking for me, bro.
I was only looking for him, yo, because I knew he was the head of the snake, yo. You got to go after that dude. You know what I'm saying,
bro? One time I got you, bro. What the gun wasn't working, man. And I was like, come on.
What's one moment? So we're talking about paintball shooting, everybody. We were paintballing this weekend for Anthony's birthday. Which was dope. So what was one highlight of? I'll go first. One highlight of the paintball matches. So I'm not sure the guy's name. The light skinned guy, bald headed.
Oh, okay, Dax.
Yeah. So for some apparent reason, I'm in the house with Anthony, and he runs out like into the open, and he's like a sitting duck. And this is when we're playing. What's the was it No Mercy or something?
No, yeah.
And I lit him up, bro. Me and Anthony lit him up. Like he ran out into the open, and there's like no way he could go. Like so he slipped. And then we're just there like firing on him, and I'm like, I felt bad, but I'm like,
he actually hurt himself when he slipped.
Yeah, when he hurt himself when he slipped.
Yeah.
And it's like I wanted to stop, but I'm like, dude, why are you like,
when he slipped and he was telling me, I was like, man, the same exact thing happened to me. So I know the feeling.
And then he's like trying to fire at it, and it's like, yo, he was a.
Yeah,
I know he was done after that.
there were a few occasions, man, where the gun wasn't firing when I got you in the open. I was like, come on, dude.
I ran, 30, 20 yards across the field?
Yeah, I was like, come on. I'm like, oh, come on. I got this, dude. Why is this thing not working? Yo, I wanted to smash the gun, man. And then you run up on me when I had the two guns.
Yeah, yo.
I remember that. Like, I remember when we end, I see Ren like this.
Yeah.
Like, with two guns.
I had two guns at the time, man. Like
when I took what's your dude's name from can't remember his name right now. Davey. That lives in Davey. That you guys got the pool table.
Oh, Weston?
Yeah. So West
he lives in Tamarack, by the way.
Tamarack? My bad. I thought it was Davey. My bad.
Yeah.
So when West was like, yo, he when you came out with the two guns, I'm like, yo. So I started running, got West, because West was the first person I just kept on shooting. So I put West in front of me. And he started shooting.
Right.
I remember that. Weston actually shot me right here in the head. And
that hurts.
I'm a curse. That shit hurt. Like, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, for me to say I'm done, like, remember, you got a helmet on, and I'm like, I see him, and he got me like right
on top of the head?
Right on top of the head, bro. And I was like, all right, I'm good now.
There was a couple, man. Just like, I think the second round, I had to go get air pressure. Right?
Oh, because he ran out?
Yeah, because I ran out. So when I went to go get it, you guys already started.
Oh.
So, when you guys just literally just started, and light-skinned dude, he was just like shooting. I'm literally behind everybody. And I just started.
That ain't even fair, man. That ain't even fair.
But my favorite one was you. When you saw me and you tried to jump over the thing, and then you tried to jump over it, and then all of a sudden you saw Renee there.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit.
So you started shooting Renee. He started shooting. He's like, oh, I thought that was you, and he started shooting Renee, and I was like looking right at him.
It was like, and he lit me up. He lit me up at that point.
He was like, he dove.
Overall, man, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was dope,
good time.
It was dope. Yeah.
Charlie, you left a little bit early. Like not introduced, but we actually had some fun later on that night.
Oh yeah.
We
Bingo.
played
Bingo
bingo,
was
man.
there?
Yeah,
Dude,
won $20 in an Amazon gift card.
dude,
And
it was
good night
actually
for me.
really fun, dude.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was really fun. Yo, just you have that one number that you want, bro.
Yeah.
and it just doesn't come no
Doesn't
matter.
come,
Yeah.
Bingo is actually a lot more fun than I thought it.
Yeah, dude.
It's really
Because
really
it was like at one moment you're getting all the numbers and then it just
Yeah.
stop and it just dry and it's just
Dry,
like
yeah.
Jesus. I just need 2. Just come on, just give me this number, bro. Like
Bro, they were rubbing this man's head, doing all types of stuff.
hey,
Yeah.
dude, all type of things just to get their numbers.
So
bro.
like, they were rubbing your head to get the right number,
Bro, it was fun though. It was fun. It was a good weekend, man. It was a good weekend overall. Glad you guys came through and support.
Yeah, it was
really
dope. It was
appreciate it,
dope.
man.
It was dope. Funny enough, my sister's about to have her birthday party at that location too. So now I gotta re-up again.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, in like
Man,
3
my
weeks
shit
I
be
gotta
getting
be
a
up.
cut. I was the one that
Yeah,
started
you,
all of this.
yeah,
yo.
you really did, man.
Yeah, you
really
should.
did, yo.
You should hit them up and it's like, yo, you know how many people I refer to here?
It's actually a good business because there's not a lot of
Overhead. Nope.
overhead.
Not just
There's,
that.
and there's not much competition. Well, the
There's
spot
no
that-
competition.
None.
There's
no
just
competition.
shut down. So there's no competition.
There's no competition. And how they do it, you may think you're winning, but you're not winning.
Yeah, you're not winning that.
You know, hey,
'cause it's
unlimited
40
amount of
bucks
time.
It's a $40 a
Right.
person.
Unlimited amount of time you want to go in there.
And
But
I
once
know
your
those
bullet is
little-
done,
little paintball stuff are little to nothing, bro.
dude,
like,
they dirt cheap.
yeah,
Dirt cheap. You have to buy you have to get the land though. You have to get the land space.
that's
for that.
the
the
part.
key.
That's the key. Yeah.
All right, man. Where we at?
Yeah, man. Well, I think we want to drop on news right now.
Yeah, man. Let's jump into the
Jump
news.
into news, man. Yo, so my favorite player.
It's not now your favorite player.
Yo, I wanted this kid to be a Dolphin for the longest though, man. But we got what's his name again, yo?
There's a lot of people y'all want to be a Dolphin.
Yo, what you mean? There's a lot of people, bro. So
Just saying.
Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor Lawrence.
#1 draft pick that's gonna be there. Jacksonville has to pick him. They ain't got no choice. He actually had a good pro day. I don't know if you guys watched the pro day.
I did.
I sent it to you.
He has a arm. He has an arm.
My boy has an arm. He had a good pro day, but he just completed surgery on his non-throwing shoulder.
I don't think it means anything. I don't think
it means anything until he gets sacked by somebody and he fall on that shoulder. That's the only time I think it's gonna mean something. But I don't think it affects his game at all.
So we need to find out who they play this year.
I actually think he's going to be a pretty good NFL quarterback. He reminds me of like a hybrid, and I'm gonna
Like an Andrew Luck.
That's pushing
That's
it.
pushing it.
Yeah, I don't like to push people like before I see them touch an NFL field.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna refer to I think he's a combo between Herbert and
Yeah, I like that.
the other Burrow.
Bro.
Yeah, he's
I
a
like
combination of both.
I like that. The only difference, I think, he's taller, skinnier.
Taller, skinnier, but
Yeah.
he has
that
Herbert's
arm.
athleticism.
Yep.
And a little bit of he reminds me a little bit of Burrow too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
like-
reserve my. I just want to
always
see him in an
reserving his
NFL
opinion.
game, man.
he has a bomb, man. He could definitely get the ball down the field.
I think what's the scariest part is just that offensive line. He doesn't have an offensive line yet.
He doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have the same weapons that he had in,
And Clemson.
in
yeah.
Clemson. So, I mean,
he
You guys
doesn't
are
have
talking
a,
like
he doesn't
you
have
know
a,
who he's going to already.
Jacksonville, bro. If Jacksonville doesn't pick
Jacksonville
him
needs
first
a
overall,
quarterback.
they need a quarterback right now.
Yeah,
They
but
needed quarterbacks.
They
for
have
4 years.
the good thing.
There's
The good
no
thing with
way.
They
Jacksonville,
don't have a line. I agree with that, but they have receivers.
and they have the most cap space.
And they have the most cap space. And
So
they
they
have
can
a
they
good
can
running
build a
back.
line,
They have
right?
James
Robinson. So
Yeah.
they can build a line.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they can pay for a line. They
just
can
put all
pay
your
for-
money into that.
Yeah, pay for a line, man.
Yeah.
They can pay for a line. And I mean,
Because I think DJ Shark, he showed not this year but the year prior.
Yeah.
He's still young that he could be, with a good quarterback.
but I
he
think
could be a
Ayuk is
good-
gonna take that job though.
But him too. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm
So,
saying.
yeah.
Like,
So yeah, I think there's weapons there, and they can get more weapons. They can get another wide receiver like to go there. Plus, they can build a line. They don't need a running back. They can, beef up the defense a little bit, especially the secondary. And
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine, man. And plus, listen, bro.
They have a better coach coming in,
We're not.
and this coach. The good thing about this coach is this coach.
I don't know about better coach. Listen, there's a new coach coming in from college.
It's a better coach to me. And the good thing about this coach is he know college students. He know their tendency. He know what, you know what I mean? He recruited a couple of these guys. He know what these guys can do and cannot do. So that's the thing. He's not going to rely on anybody else to tell him about the players. He already know these players. Versus somebody that's been in the NFL all this time is depending on other people to tell them, hey, how good any particular player is.
Yeah, but
Urban Meyers have that. Like, he has been successful everywhere he's been.
Yeah, I agree with Ren's point. He is a better coach. Question, and we'll probably get into this on a later show, but we talked about cap space that they have. Would you go after a guy like Allen Robinson?
Oh, hell yeah.
Allen Robinson won't come back.
Why not?
It's
in
pride.
Jacksonville before. It's pride.
Yeah.
You didn't sign me the first time. Not touching you.
So he's not going to go back there. It's the same owner.
They
Even though it's different coaches,
they throw him that bag.
Everybody's throwing him that bag.
Everybody's going to throw him the same bag, man.
Everybody's going to throw him the same bag.
Dude is still in his 20s. What is it, 26?
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of wide receivers that are good out there. So
there is, but I don't see Allen. I don't see Allen going back, and I also don't see them. I see them spending more money in offensive line, maybe some defensive
secondary.
line. Yeah, secondary. I don't see them spending money on receivers because, like I said, they're trying to build Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence
look,
next
this
year.
team is gonna get young and they're gonna be effective young because, as I said, Urban Meyer know these players that's coming out of college.
Yeah, first pick, bro. It's gonna be him. Exactly. They shouldn't waste time.
Yeah, Urban Meyer.
They should lose their pick if
Urban Meyer's not gonna pick anybody else, man.
Yeah, Urban Myers was the only one actually there at Pro Day.
Exactly.
So it don't even matter.
Because everybody know.
Everybody know, huh?
All right, man.
We got J.J. Watt released by the Texans. I mean, there was a mutual agreement there, obviously. But we kind of knew that was coming.
You heard where he's going?
Nah, where?
Possibly the Browns.
I actually like him better in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
He there with his brother.
The Browns are pursuing him.
I think Miami can use him actually.
And I think Miami.
I definitely think Miami can use him, but this guy's looking at trying to get a championship ring, so he's gonna look.
Y'all don't do those, huh?
No, we do them.
No, y'all don't do them.
We do them.
No, you don't.
I think a JJ Watt in Miami would be good.
To win this
you guys need a beef to rush.
We do
defense.
100%.
Right. So
it's gonna take a lot of negotiations to get him here.
yeah, I mean he's on the tail end of his career, so. Don't get me wrong.
Because Miami has
decent
cap space. They have $35 million.
It's not like this guy's gonna demand 15, 20 million.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't gonna pay him.
He may not
that.
demand it, but
He ain't gonna pay him 20 million. Are you crazy?
Nah, no one's paying him.
It's on the back end.
He's gonna be like 10.
You saw what happened to what's his name last year? That left Seattle and went to was it Tennessee?
Left Seattle. Defense?
Clowney.
Thank you, man. Clowney. Name was escaping me.
Clowney's an idiot, though.
I bet you won't say it to us.
I won't. Clowney's an idiot, bro. He should have stayed. I don't know, man. He's asking for too much money. He's not worth $19 million a year.
Yeah, and he thought, I don't know, man.
He's just not worth it. I give him like 15, 14. He went on a 1 year, and then he got injured when he was with Titans for like 3 games.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't agree with him.
It's crazy.
But what teams do you think he's the best fit?
Go ahead.
JJ Watt?
Yeah.
Actually, like I said, Miami. I think Miami should pursue him. You have, to me, one of arguably the best secondary. You need to beef up that rush
line.
defense.
Yep.
And he's been a proven guy over the years. I agree with Ren. He's not going to cost a significant amount. Looking at the teams that have cap space, I don't see a Jacksonville really just spending a lot of money on him. I think they have other priorities. Same thing with the New York Jets.
Right.
Colts have a pretty good defense as it is.
So they don't need him.
New England defense is pretty good. So I think
Colts has a great defense, and I think you should add him on there.
Nah, they need to invest in a quarterback.
Yeah. That's where all their cap space is going.
All your money on a quarterback.
That's where their money is going, man. They need
spend it on 2 and make them compete for it or something.
Yeah, they need a wide receiver. They also need a wide receiver because I think T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y.'s gonna go.
T1,
Pittman is good, but T.Y.'s gonna go.
Pittman is good. I would do so a quarterback and a wide receiver, is where their money
should go.
All right. A-Rob, we were just talking about Allen Robinson. And the Bears are not talking contract. Seems like there's gonna be a franchise tag, maybe franchise tag him and then trade him.
Yeah, I think I personally, man, I hate the franchise tag.
I do 100%. I don't agree with it.
I don't think that helps the player. I think
it
the next
actually
bargaining
hurts the Bears
it
more.
hurts the players. Because look at what Dak did, man.
Bears too, because you're spending more money on the individual.
No. I mean, I get the money, the 1 year money. I get it. It's either they're gonna say, hey, if you're gonna franchise tag, you're gonna franchise tag as the highest paying player in the league for at least 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So allow the team have to think about franchising because teams are using franchising as a strategy now and the players are getting hurt as a result.
Yeah.
You know, they can't maximize their money. Look at Dak. Dude, like
Dak was offered a contract though. Like we can't.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
he was
saying you
offered a
can't. That
long-term
takes the
contract
negotiation
and he doesn't
from you though.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, you don't have the ability to negotiate anymore. When somebody, hey, I'm just gonna slap a franchise tag on you. It takes away your ability to negotiate at that point.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do after that for the player. The team has that power right now. You have to play for them that year.
Yeah.
So I think that's the part I
it's
don't
up
like
to
about
2
it.
years too. So the third year, that's what happened.
Right, they
with,
can do it again the following year.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins' situation was the same way. It was like,
Yeah.
listen, they tagged him up to 2 years, and he's sitting here like, yo, why? He got tagged, 20? I think he was getting like 23, 25, something like that. And then, 2 years later, he gets like the richest guaranteed contract.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
You know what I hate? I just wanted to see how much money Chicago Bears had, and they're in the negative. So
Yeah.
but I hate when it's like Allen Robinson wasted all his years there.
Yeah.
It's like the defense wasted all their time there. Like I hate to see stuff like that.
No reason.
Yeah.
Good corners. Good
corners,
linebackers
yeah.
I mean, what they're
out
gonna
there.
do, they're gonna get some money back by
First
trading
off, where is all this money?
It's in Max contract.
a whole
The
bunch
defense
of money.
contract.
Nick Foles
Yeah, the defense contract.
now.
So yeah, Foles they can get rid of. If they get rid of, they get some cap space there. And if they get rid of Trubisky too, and they get some cap space there. So if they can get rid of those two guys, well, Trubisky doesn't.
He's still on a rookie contract.
He's on a rookie contract,
It's the
so
Nick
he's not.
Foles
It's the
contract
Nick
that
Foles
comes.
contract.
Listen, guys like Nick Foles, Kirk Cousins, they remind me
Garoppolo.
of Garoppolo. They remind me of John Dillinger. They're really good bank robbers. Bro.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like these
No, Kirk is
dudes.
the
It
best.
is.
Kirk is the best.
These dudes make
But
John
Kirk is
Dillinger
playing,
like he
though.
wasn't
No,
even
Kirk is
tried.
playing, but I respect Kirk how he robbed him.
Right? No,
I
but
respect how
I
he-
don't.
That agent is
Kirk
dope.
Kirk is working for his money. Garoppolo
I mean, that's a strong word.
Foles.
Yeah, I take that back. Kirk is working. Kirk threw 4 interceptions, 3 in the first half, I believe. Like, dude, are you serious?
Kirk is working for his money. He's still playing, taking hits. Foles is sitting on the bench and making millions.
Cousins-
Well, no,
Cousins-
that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think it's Kirk. I
Kirk
think
Cousins.
it's a
Don't,
running
don't
back.
get me wrong. The offense in that has a problem in that
Yeah.
what they want to do, the coordinator and stuff. But Kirk has Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, and Thielen. Dude, you got to do better than that.
You got to do better.
You got to.
It's available for you.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's available.
where did Jackson finish?
What Jackson?
Who's Jackson?
Just Jefferson. Where did Jefferson finish?
Number 1 receiver.
No. Overall, as wide receivers go.
He was a top
He
wide
was a top
receiver.
receiver.
He's
Okay,
best
so
rookie wide receiver.
obviously the dude is doing his job, right?
No,
Kirk
he's
is doing
not.
his
Come
job,
on,
bro.
man. Kirk is dumping it down and
Yeah.
Kirk
Yeah,
is
Kirk
doing
is.
his
Yeah,
job,
he's-
bro.
Jefferson's
Kirk
doing the rest,
is.
bro. Don't do
I'm
that.
not saying he's
Don't do
not
that.
a starter, but if you put certain guys in that situation, they'll flourish.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like who? Other than the top names, like who? Like other than the
Jameis
Aaron
Winston.
Rodgers,
Jameis
Jameis
Winston.
Winston.
I don't think Jameis Winston will flourish. He will throw the same exact touchdowns.
Nah.
I think he'll flourish.
Nah, I think-
How so, bro? Like,
I think Jameis Winston is a better quarterback than Christian Kirk.
Shit, I even put Fitzpatrick up there.
Yeah. Listen, I was in
Fitzpatrick
years
up there,
past. In years past, I would have named Ryan Tannehill as John Dillinger.
Tannehill do
but
good up there.
Tannehill proved me wrong.
Well,
Tannehill
it
proved me
wasn't Tannehill. That's the problem. It was never Tannehill. It was the coaching. that affected
y'all going
Tannehill.
back on Gase, huh? Like we're not going there.
No, I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying it was coaching that affected Tannehill. If you're not allowing a quarterback that's been there for 4 years, 5 years, be able to change the play at the line, that affects a lot of people.
Fitzgerald looked good in the Dolphins games.
You mean Fitzpatrick?
Fitzpatrick, sorry. Fitzpatrick looked good, and he never had those star-studded names that we just named. His best receiver was Parker. And Parker, I don't think, is better than Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen.
Yeah. But Parker also wasn't good unless Preston Williams was out there, too.
True. But what I'm saying, Fitzpatrick won it with the core that they had.
The core that they had. Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
We'll talk about Fitz a little later, too.
And bad news for this week, man. You got Vincent Jackson, 3-time Pro Bowler, found dead at 38 in Tampa hotel, man. I don't know if y'all boys. I mean, I've watched Vince Jackson since he was like a Charger.
Man. That's crazy. When I heard that, I was like, man.
I mean, they haven't disclosed what the reason was and how, if it was drugs or anything like that.
I think the family is just trying to keep it.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep it low. But man, that's tough news, man. It's just like, it's just one of those things like you don't expect to happen.
Yeah, for real, for real. Sad, man. All right, so we're gonna jump in the first quarter.
Yeah, man. So what we want to do this show, we're gonna go 2021 free agents for this show. We're gonna talk about quarterbacks and running backs or receivers.
Running backs
this week.
Yeah.
So first one, man. Let's go with Dak Prescott.
Diggity Dak.
The Dak.
All right. Personally, man, I think Dak should stay. I think Cowboys need to. Well, there's nothing really out there for the Cowboys, so I think they should sign Dak.
I mean, they got the Red Robin, right? Was it?
I think he can go start somewhere because there's a lot of teams that
Andy Dalton can go where?
I say he can go start somewhere.
Start where? Why would Andy Dalton start anywhere?
Because there's like 8 teams that need a quarterback right now. I would play Andy Dalton over Trubisky personally, if I'm the Bears.
Andy Dalton right now to me is Foles.
I would still play.
I think he's better than Foles, but
he's better than Foles.
I disagree with Trubisky.
What you would play Trubisky over Andy Dalton?
They're just so much of the same to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but if I have,
I mean, look at Andy Dalton this year with the weapons that he had. He had better weapons than Trubisky had.
They couldn't coach, bro. They couldn't coach.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
The coaching staff. Remember, the players in the locker room were coming out saying that the coaching staff don't know what the hell they're doing.
I'm confused. Are we talking about Dak or are we talking about?
We're gonna talk about Dak.
We're talking about
Dak. I'm confused. So all right.
Let's talk about Dak, man.
Dak Prescott, right? We just talked. I'm looking at a team that has a lot of cap space that need a.
How much cap space do Cowboys have?
Cowboys have $27 million. However, I'm looking at another team that have one of the best offensive lines in football, the Colts. Dak on the Colts, you don't.
No, Dak on the Colts would make sense, but
it's just not gonna happen.
Why would the Cowboys allow Dak to walk to the Colts? They either gonna franchise him again or sign him to a long-term contract because there is absolutely nothing out there. So they let Dak walk, right? And what do? They have a young team right now. They have wide receivers that's hungry. What are you gonna do, Jerry Jones? You're not gonna let Dak walk and then you scrum, getting a crumbs in to go.
It's not on the Cowboys right now. It's really Dak. Dak wants a short-term contract. He wants a 3-year contract. That's it. No matter what Cowboys do, unless you're gonna give him that 3-year contract, because it's not about money. It's just about the years.
How dumb you're gonna be as a Cowboy now that you're gonna if you franchise him again, because now you're gonna pay it's gonna be 2 years, right? But you're gonna franchise him 2 years, right? Where you're paying him more in those 2 years than if you go ahead and give him a 3rd year and just like minimize the money. It would work out better for you.
Yeah.
That you see what I'm saying? It's kind of dumb now. Like he wanted 3. If you franchise him again, you're looking dumb because he only wanted 1 extra year from that, and you would have paid him less than the franchise tag. So
this is the thing about the Cowboys, because they're America's team, they have to. I feel like they have to live up to big names and have. These players. And to me, their formula has not worked. So Dak with the combination of Zeke, and the pieces that they've had on that team, going back to the Amari Coopers of their time and when they had the really good offensive line, I don't think that formula is working. And personally, from a football standpoint, I think they should blow it up. Personally, however, they're not going to, because they need those names in order to somewhat
Be relevant.
They still got time. I think where they messed
What
up.
time?
I think they still got time. I think here's where
They will never win.
Here's where I believe Cowboys messed up at. Right, they went after a receiver. They were good at receivers.
They need pass rushing.
They were solid at
They
receivers.
need defense.
What they needed was they needed corners.
Yeah.
And they needed a tight end, because that's how they got away from what the Cowboys did. They had a good tight end.
But what did he? It goes back to what I just said. It's about they went and took the biggest name on the board,
Yep, they
which
should
was
never did
CD
that.
Lamb,
Yep,
and
should've
that's
never did.
always been their memo.
That's
when
their
you think
problem.
about it, it's a big name team. It had the Amari Coopers prior. Now they have the CD Lambs. Now they had the Dak Prescott's, the Ezekiel Elliott. It's the name. You understand what I'm saying? They had what's the guy that's now on the Ravens? The receiver.
X. Jeez.
On the Ravens?
Yeah, he's on the Ravens now. He was a receiver. He was a Cowboys.
Oh, Des Bryant?
Des Bryant. It's big names, dude. It's that's their MO.
Yeah, it's always been their MO. But I just looked it up too. With the franchise tag for Dak would be at $38 million. So
Right.
39.
Right.
So if they would have, the projected contract right now is saying that $115 million guaranteed, around $39.5 million per year for 4 years. So
But when you franchise, all that is guaranteed, though.
all of it is guaranteed.
So you're paying $40 million. You're gonna pay $80 million in guaranteed money in 2 years.
And they only have 27 in cap
And that's
space.
the other issue. They only have 27.
Oh, they're gonna trade away
Well, remember,
or release.
the cap space is going to be it's going to decrease this year too.
Yeah, no, this is after. This is what we're looking at is what it is,
What it is
after,
right now.
right? Yeah.
Right.
So
They gotta get rid of Cooper.
yeah, Amari Cooper is gone.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get rid of Cooper, trade him something just to take
The
that
CD
take that
Lamb
money.
is doable as a better receiver.
Yeah, I mean, so
Gallup is okay.
Gallup is okay,
You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
serviceable.
So I think they'll be fine signing Dak. They can find it. Crap, Jerry Jones can afford it. He can pay over the caps too.
Yeah. He
Hey.
can. He is going to pay over the cap.
Yeah.
The problem with Jerry is that he needs to win, right? So
And I
all
think
means
he's embarrassed.
necessary, He likes stars.
He was embarrassed this year, so I think he's gonna really pony up the money.
Do
And
they really need to win?
they really need to win.
No, listen.
Because if Washington gets a quarterback, then it's going to be a problem.
if Washington takes Dak, if Washington takes Dak, there's a problem right then and there.
Or if
And believe me, they will give Dak Prescott that money. It's not that serious over there because, look at their division. Look how bad it was.
They
If
have
you take Dak
41
and put,
million, by the way.
if you take Dak and put him in Washington,
They have Scary Terry.
and they
They
can
have-
get
they
then
have-
they can get another receiver.
They can
McKessick and the other guy. What's the other?
Gibson, they have Gibson,
Gibson,
as a
yeah.
running back. They have
They have a good offense.
They have the tight
Sims
end
as
that
another
just
guy.
coming. What's his name?
Jeez.
I know who you guys.
Yeah, they have a tight end now, right? So they got multiple players that they can. The defense itself is going to be a problem,
Yeah,
right? New York is not that good as of right now, as far as the team.
and
itself.
Eagles are working on rebuilding.
Eagles are
So
rebuilding. They don't even know who their
so
quarterback is.
them getting a new quarterback, like a quarterback that can be used right now, is gonna be
Logan
ridiculous.
Thomas.
Logan Thomas, yeah, Logan.
Yeah, and
Logan-
Logan himself was a quarterback back in the day with Virginia Tech, and he's doing which Dolphins had him. but he's doing good as a tight end.
That's all they're missing. They're missing a good quarterback and a
Yeah,
wide receiver.
That's all they're missing.
So,
one
like,
wide receiver, pick up a quarterback.
if they-
or pick up both from free agency.
I don't
Put-
even think they need a receiver.
Nah, they need
Scary
a-
Terry.
they need another receiver.
They need another receiver.
need another
I think a receiver like a Juju would be good there.
Yeah,
Juju's
somebody.
good in a lot of places.
Yeah, a lot of places.
a lot of places.
Yo,
Even
so-
Allen Robinson there would be good
So we got
if they get a good quarterback. That
I
is.
think Scary Terry is a number one for sure. You
No,
don't
no,
need-
no,
you don't
I'm
need
not
like
saying
a
no.
powerhouse like a Robinson.
yeah. You don't need a powerhouse. You just need that.
You don't need a powerhouse,
You
but
need
if you
a
can get a powerhouse,
Robin.
you're
You need
taking
a Robin
it.
plus. You need a Robin
Yeah,
plus.
that's why I say a
What
Juju.
team? Think about it. What team has had two powerhouse wide receivers that we could think of?
Two powerhouse wide receivers that we can think of. It was only Steelers with Juju and
But Juju
But
was
that
just
wasn't
a
a power-
reflection.
Juju wasn't a
he was a
powerhouse at that
reflection of Antonio.
every,
never- they
that
were
year
never
though.
at this-
Everybody thought he was a powerhouse though.
They thought he was.
They thought he
really
was,
wasn't.
but he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. No team has actually had two powerhouse receivers.
Like if
at the
Allen
same
Robinson
time.
goes to Green
There
Bay
were-
or to Washington,
There were
then
teams,
there-
man. Green Bay had
Nope, he
Jordy
was
Nelson and
at-
Devontae
Devontae-
Adams. But
yeah.
Devontae Adams was a
there yet.
baby.
He was a baby.
pup.
He was still
Yeah.
going up there.
He was a pup.
Yeah, he was a kid.
Yeah. He was a puppy. He was a puppy, man.
All right, so we got
man. Just jump to the next.
so we got Ryan Fitzpatrick. We started talking about this.
Anybody.
Fitz magic.
Fitzmagic. He's
Anywhere he goes, he's starting. So, and
Ranked
it's gonna
second
be the most
quarterback.
exciting thing that team ever seen.
He should be starting on the Dolphins.
So
he should have.
if Fitz if Fitz goes to Washington, instantly they add in like 2 or 3 more wins to that.
I don't think Fitz is going to be a starter though. I think they're going to have him like the regular journeyman that's just going to help the young.
What
quarterbacks
team
right
hasn't
now.
Fitz started for that he got signed to in any year?
Oh, there's a lot of teams.
Like who?
Tampa. When he started in the beginning, and then Winston took over, and then
Right.
was the
He
backup.
started. That's what I'm saying. That he hasn't started. He started on the Jets.
yeah.
He started like he
started
moves
in-
around.
I would
He
Yes.
started in
give him a-
Jets. He
I
started
would give
Buffalo.
him a
He started.
chance.
He started in Tampa, and then he started in the Dolphins.
yeah.
It doesn't matter where he goes. The boy starts.
I would sign him along with another quarterback in
He's
Colts
just a bridge.
in-
It's a
in-
bridge.
in Indianapolis.
No.
I think
He's a bridge, and Indianapolis is tired of having bridges. They need a quarterback.
Yeah, but
They have
Who are they
Phillip
gonna
Rivers
get,
as
though?
a bridge. They have the opportunity to get anybody right now. They just have to get those players in. Phillip Rivers was a bridge. Brissett was a bridge. They're still
Yeah.
trying to find their who was the quarterback again? Their Luck. Their Manning. They're still trying to find that
I don't
guy.
think it's out.
I don't
there.
think it's out
Oh, it's
there.
definitely not
It's
out
not
there.
out
No.
there.
That's why I
Unless
think
you're gonna get
Fitzpatrick
Deshaun
would go-
Jackson.
Unless-
Deshaun
yeah.
Watson, I should say.
And they would have to do what trades?
gotta
to do
trade.
that.
Trade. Yeah, it would have to
gotta-
trade
they
to
gotta
get.
get
I don't
yeah.
think you should trade any of your players.
Yeah.
Of those.
And
Yeah.
their Texans are
trade
asking
picks.
for too much, anyways. No, but Texans are asking for a young defense, 2 young defensive players, and
Just wait.
first-
Wait until it gets closer to the
Oh, yeah.
season.
when
All their demands are done.
when it
Like
gets close to draft.
close to the draft. When nobody should bite.
No one's biting.
So-
But what do you? I mean, with Ryan Fitzpatrick, obviously he had a good season this year. We all 3 of us believe that he should have stayed on.
the Dolphins.
Stayed on the Dolphins as far as starting for the full season. But what team do you think? Just like one team, do you think he needs to be on, and he'll propel him to the next level? Or what team do you think that is just
All right, the
right
boy.
fit?
Let's,
There's not a lot.
Let's go.
There's
see.
not a lot out there because we feel like there's a couple teams that already have their quarterbacks already.
I personally think any team that this dude goes to, he can start and he will excite the team. He will excite the wide receivers. So you have to go to a team that has great wide receivers, right? I don't. I think Washington will be a good team if Matt Ryan get traded, like they're saying. I think Falcons would be a decent team to go to.
Nah, Matt Ryan is staying there. He's not going. Matt Ryan goes, Julio goes.
Who cares?
I'm just saying. I don't think he's going to.
Julio is done.
Really,
Yeah, Julio is done.
He's not going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that because you got to look at the division when you make those choices, right? Tampa is still going to be up there, right?
Right.
Then you're looking at Saints may decrease, may go down because Breeze is going to leave. Carolina's already down because they're already looking at another quarterback already, trying to get one in the draft. So this gives them the opportunity, Atlanta Falcons, to fix up whatever drama they got going on and probably get second behind Tampa and get into the playoffs again.
Yeah. It'll be good to see, Fitzpatrick in New England. Reason being, he would go to all the
all the AFC teams.
all the teams in the division.
I like him. I think
I'm just kidding.
the team that I think that he may go to, if Jerry decides on blowing it up.
I don't think he's gonna blow it up.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. I say blow it up. Let's say he says, "Listen, I'm not going to re-sign Dak. I'm going to let Dak go because we got a quarterback in a free agency." I think Ryan Fitzpatrick will look good in Dallas.
He will look good, but Jerry would probably have to leave.
Jerry ain't letting
I'm
nobody
telling you, Texas fans will go ham on that man.
To lose Dak and JJ Watt.
Yo, they will go ham on that man
And
if
who
he
else?
does.
Who's the
So,
number 13 for Houston?
Personally, man,
Rockets.
but he can be he can be a backup
Number
somewhere.
13,
too.
he's at Harden. So to lose Harden in Texas from Texas to lose
JJ Watt and Deshaun Watson,
Watson,
and now you're gonna lose Dak. Oh my God, Texas and then you're getting snow and ice.
And you getting snow and ice?
Something is wrong in Texas.
Yeah. All right, so we were just talking about Jameis
lot
Winston,
wrong
man.
in Texas.
Yeah, a lot, yo, a lot. There's a lot.
Jameis Winston definitely a stay for me. I think he's a better quarterback than Taysom Hill. I don't understand what the fascination is. Like, the dude can't play quarterback. I don't care what anybody want to say. Yeah, he's good for fantasy, but the dude can't play quarterback because everybody around him sucked when he's playing.
Yeah.
Everybody
Precisely.
sucked.
It was horrible for fantasy football.
Yeah. So I think Jameis Winston should stay. I think he learned the playbook and just come out slinging, man. I think he just got to be more conservative, more efficient with his passes. But I think he's a good fit. He's a really good fit for that offense, personally.
Well, go ahead.
I think so too. But also teams like he's unsigned, so I think a lot of like Colts should try to get him. Like
I don't think he's going to be expensive.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be expensive.
James Winston deserves to be a starter in the NFL.
Yeah, I think I can see him on the Colts. I can definitely see him on the Colts.
I mean, his projected pay is what? Projected contract's 1 year, $7 million guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's available for any team. To
get him. So
he may not be the first person to reach out to, but he's
New Orleans can't afford to sign anybody else. I think New Orleans should just go ahead and just ink him and just call it a day.
Yeah, but to me, it's like we all expected when Drew was out for Jameis Winston to be that guy, and then to see Taysom Hill. So
there's something
wrong.
Yeah.
There's something going on there that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I did love the trick play he did, though, man. Dropped that for 75-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Like the ball looked good.
Yeah.
But that's all we've seen for the whole year.
Yeah.
I think. Well, no, he finished the game that what's his name got injured in too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's what I don't understand.
When Breeze got injured,
when Breeze got injured, he's the one that came in.
Yeah.
He played well. I don't understand what they're doing. Nobody does. So maybe he just has this fascination with Taysom. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he sees Taysom Hill as that. What's the quarterback from the Gators?
Oh, you're talking about Tim Tebow?
Yeah, Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He's a Tim Tebow.
Shout out to him, by the way. He retired today from minor league baseball. But yeah, Tim Tebow. He's that guy that doesn't see anything. All right, I'm gonna run. But the problem is you got Kamara there, man. Just drop it to Kamara, and Kamara's definitely going to do way better running than you are.
Exactly, man.
I feel you. You're fast. Don't get me wrong. You're fast. You got that speed.
But hey, man, all these guys get figured out. So I think Jameis is going to stay, to be honest with you. That's just my take.
I think he's going to leave. I think he may be with the Colts. I don't see them. They owe too much money, and I think Jameson leaves. Somebody else is gonna offer him, and they got Taysom is on a 2-year contract anyway, so they're gonna figure that out.
Yeah,
they think they got a Lamar Jackson over there. So Cam. You seen Cam on the roller skating, bro? Boy, was roller skating out there.
Yeah, Cam is going to Washington. That's a backup.
Really? That would be impressive.
Who's gonna be the starter?
I don't know. That's what they're working on.
Damn. So you think he's just gonna be a backup?
Cam doesn't deserve to be a starter.
Yeah.
You remember this?
We had that
time
conversation
last year.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Probably a month.
We were like, Dolphins should go get Cam Newton.
Boy, you guys were heavy on the Dolphins getting Cam. Boy, you lucked out.
Man, Jesus Christ.
And it could be a coaching thing. It could be a coaching thing too. So, and that's why I say, and the reason why I say Washington is because he has his old coach there, and it wasn't the coach that wanted him gone. It's just the organization wanted to go a different route. You know what I mean? See, they fired a coach right after. So I think he will be a good backup there. I personally think they should still pursue somebody else. Washington should try to get
a competition.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Projected contract is $5 million?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
After what he did last year, the dude didn't do anything. He only had 3 passing touchdowns. Is that what he had?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
And the suck part is probably the only team that wanted him to be there.
His best game was against the Dolphins.
The first game of the season.
First game of the season. Yeah.
Man, I should have sold him at that point.
Yeah, you should have.
You really
I think I asked for him.
Yeah, everybody asked for him, but who knew? Who knew? He's in the Belichick offense, and he did that performance as the first game. you're expecting the boy to lit up the.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't the Belichick offense. It was what's their offensive coordinator's name? He was a
Daniels?
Yeah, it was Daniels' offense. Daniel likes these quarterbacks that can run the ball, man. So it wasn't Belichick's offense. Belichick has never liked running the ball. He never does trick plays. He never does all this stuff.
Yeah, he likes like a pocket passer.
He
type
likes
deal.
a pocket passer, and that's why I was actually interested. I was like, wow, why would you get Cam? Because he's totally opposite of
the other quarterback wasn't any good either.
No, Stidham. I knew he was no good. But I'm saying he was
nothing.
totally opposite of what Brady was.
Stidham was
just
nothing.
like we look at Brissett. You see how Indianapolis Colts have a trend. Like they somehow lucked out after Manning got hurt. They lucked out and somehow got the same person.
Yep.
And luck, right? So then you're looking for that guy.
That guy.
And they haven't got that opportunity again. Luck kind of screwed him over because Luck had about 4 or 5 more years, they assumed, to be as a coach.
You know where I think Cam can go, and it would be a good fit.
Bears?
No, Cam is going to be a backup, bro. Like
Don't say San
he's
Fran.
not going to start anywhere.
I mean, he's better than Garoppolo.
Yeah, but
that's questionable too. At this point in his career, that's questionable.
Nah, he is better than he's better than Garoppolo. But I think Cam.
At this point in his career,
the kind of game that Cam plays, I think Cam will be a great fit in Baltimore as a backup because they both have the same kind of game. They both run.
Isn't Griffin their backup?
Nah, Griffin's
out.
Yeah, Griffin's gonna be on.
Yeah,
This was
because that injury is gonna,
yeah, and then they have another quarterback out there, anyways. That started when Jackson got hurt.
Jackson got hurt.
Yeah, and he's.
But I think Cam in Baltimore would be a good idea, a good fit, and it would motivate him too. Get him back to it because remember the offense is already designed that way, right? The offense is already designed for a running quarterback. So they wouldn't have to change much. All you have, if Jackson should go down, you can slide Cam in and it's the same game plan. Matter of fact, I think Cam is a better passer than Jackson.
Yeah, definitely, but he's not taking that position. Cam's best option to me is
Cam is not going to start anywhere, so he better take the option that he's given.
Best option to me, I think Cam's going to do is going to go to 49ers, and I agree with you guys. I don't think he's going to start. But I think eventually he's going to take over. Because the Cam situation, he has to look at, obviously, the teams that are looking for a quarterback that actually wants him, but actually a team that he may have the opportunity to take over.
But you have to look at the
Garoppolo
offense, though. That offense is not built for that kind of quarterback.
That offense ain't built for Garoppolo.
It built for more of a Garoppolo than it built for a Cam because they rotate running backs. They love running the ball. Like they're not.
Cam needs to become a pocket.
Right. So Cam is not going to be a good fit there for me. That's the thing because how Shanahan designed his offense, his running backs prosper in that offense, not somebody running around with the ball. And it's just not.
You know who would do good in that offense? The next guy we're about to talk about, Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton would be in
49ers?
San Fran. 49ers, Andy Dalton. It's so funny that you said that. That is where I think Andy Dalton would be.
How do you think he did this year, though?
I think the coaching, because when he initially started, the coaching staff looked like they didn't know what to do when Dak went down.
That was frustrating watching that. I don't think that.
But he had some good games.
Right. I think the coaching staff had no idea what the hell they were doing once Dak went down. Because I think Dak was the savior for that coaching staff. Because Dak was passing the ball like ridiculously, like 3-4 touchdowns
Dak
a
was
game.
On fire.
You see what I'm saying? They're all the good thing about them. They were always playing from behind.
Yeah,
because everybody was lit up their secondary, and then they were coming back, and
should have just never. They should have just. If you pick CeeDee Lamb, trade Cooper as soon as possible.
That's what they should have done.
They should have done that.
But they inked Cooper. Wasn't it last year that they inked Cooper? Like they signed.
Yeah.
Right. So that didn't make any sense.
That didn't make sense.
That didn't make. You're gonna ink him and then go out and get another wide receiver. So that was. But
that's a.
Who is their general manager again?
That's a Jerry.
That's a Jerry move. Based on name because Cooper has always been inconsistent his entire career.
Yeah, he has. But Jerry doesn't understand. Like you can't coach that way. You can't coach based on, hey, I see a star, let's get him. You gotta go with the position that you need.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because realistically,
you just gotta give up sometimes. You gotta give up.
You gotta give it up. Like, yo, I need a top corner, and I go get another top corner.
Yep. I agree.
Right? Same thing with, what we felt about the Ravens. You know what I mean? Hey, why you had a running back? Why go get a receiver? Why did you go get another running back for?
100.
It's probably gonna work out now since they released him, but still, those opportunities there because he didn't need a running back, bro.
Yeah. I think Andy Dalton will be good in the following. 49ers, I agree with you 100%.
Would you care about Colts?
Colts. I was gonna say the Jets, but I will be lying. I don't think anybody will be good at the Jets.
I see everybody just raining down on Darnold, bro. I think he's still going to be the starter.
No, I don't think
they're going to.
I don't think they're going to get rid of Darnold. The dude just hasn't played a full season yet. Like he hasn't, because remember he had the mono in the 2019 season, and then last year he was injured, and Flacco came in and he sucked. God, he sucked.
Yeah, Flacco's not going to be on the team.
I think they're going to keep him as a backup because they like the coaching. I heard, the quarterback coaching. Just being an elder on that team and just coaching the young quarterbacks up. That'd be fine. I don't think Darnold's going anywhere. I don't think they're going for a quarterback either. I think they're just gonna, build the team around them because right now the Jets has no wide receiver because they're going to get rid of. Well, they're probably going to ink Perriman, but they're going to get rid of Crowder.
Yeah.
So
Crowder's going to be gone. Crowder's getting paid like $10 million.
Yeah.
$12 million.
Crowder's going to go to the free the market and try to get some more money. So yeah, I don't think the Jets needs wide receiver. So I think I think they can reach. I think they probably trade away the second overall pick, and get multiple picks in the first round and build their offensive line that way. That's what I think the Jets will do.
Mitch Trubisky.
Man, I want to like this dude because the dude doesn't really say much. I want to like this dude. But
you think he should stay in Chicago?
No, they don't respect him enough for him to stay in Chicago. That's the whole point. That they didn't give him a fifth year. That's why Chicago is in the pickle that they're in. So I would leave, and I would.
He's also too, but in all honesty, his game is so up and down.
It is up and down.
Yeah. Very up and down.
He can have he can have like a fabulous game this week, and you playing DFS and whatever, and like him, and then you put him in, and he just like
downhill.
Dude, it's
he sees the definition of inconsistency.
Very inconsistent, man. Very inconsistent. So where do you see a player like? First and foremost, do you see him as a starter anywhere?
No, he's not a starter. He's gonna be a backup.
For somebody that was drafted in the first round, like.
Somebody should have never been drafted out of North Carolina.
Backup.
You should have never been drafted out of North Carolina that year. You should have never been drafted over Watson. You should have never lost all those picks for him.
Yeah,
it was a waste.
He's
a backup.
Yeah,
he's a
He's a really good backup. That's what he is.
He's gonna be a backup to come back in. Where? Don't know. I mean, he's gonna hope to get. I mean, honestly, he's like a He was a quarterback for the Titans. Now is the backup quarterback for the Raiders from Hawaii.
Mariota.
He's a Mariota.
He is a Mariota.
I don't care what the
but
Raiders
their team's pursuing Mariota though. And I'm like,
I don't care what Raiders are trying to say. Raiders organization from Las Vegas, you're lying. Ain't nobody looking for Mariota right now. Nobody's thinking about it.
After what Tannehill that was released by the Dolphins, went to Tennessee, and Tennessee looking like they made the playoffs 2 years in a row.
The champ. Listen,
2 years in a row when they were struggling under Mariota. So yeah, you're right.
I know you want to trade him so you can get some picks. Not gonna happen.
It's funny compared to the other free agents in the draft. I'm saying the draft compared to the other free agents in 2021. I think Fitzpatrick is better
than a lot of these other quarterbacks.
He's better, like compared to Trubisky. He's better than Trubisky. Jameis Winston is better than Trubisky.
He's the second top quarterback.
Andy Dalton is just as good as Trubisky. So all said and done, he's a good backup quarterback.
He's a good backup quarterback.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Last in our quarterback list, man, we got Jacoby Brissett, which was is on the Colts. Started for a year, then backed up Phillip Rivers.
I think the Colts should re-sign him.
Should or shouldn't?
Should re-sign him. The reason why I say they should re-sign him, he already know the offense. You know that he's going to be a backup. Just bring somebody in. He's fine being a backup. He's not going to get a starting gig anywhere. He knows that. He's like a Matt Moore. like you just know that you will never get a starting job.
That is a great comparison.
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely
you need when someone gets hurt.
you're right. You need somebody that's capable
of stepping.
That's
in.
not
he's that guy.
Not gonna be like complete.
Stranger don't know what's going on.
What's going on and whatever.
He knows what's
going on. He knows what's going on. He knows what the playbook looks like. He know the players. He already has a relationship with most of the players. I think they should just re-sign him, sign him for like a $5 million, and I think he'd be content. I mean, obviously, because he's not going to go anywhere and start. He's not going to compete for a starting job unless you're going to compete against Garoppolo.
He just doesn't throw deep balls.
And he doesn't throw deep balls.
He game manages, obviously, because he's from New England. Right. He knows how to manage the game. Right. He doesn't throw deep balls. He likes to dump it. The problem with the Colts, they had nothing but deep receivers that can go far.
The only person that I see that has a starting job right now that he could potentially knock off is probably Garoppolo, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's literally every quarterback on the list right now that can go after Garoppolo's job. Not a fan.
Listen,
I also think I didn't put Garoppolo on here, but I also think Garoppolo's going to be in New England.
That's where he fits.
Possibly, yes.
He fits
that is where he fits.
Garoppolo, it's going to be Jacoby.
And I think what's his name really, really likes Garoppolo. You know what I mean? I really think Belichick likes Garoppolo. Yeah. He thought Stidham was a Garoppolo, but unfortunately he's not.
Stidham.
Sit him.
Sit him.
Sit him. Yeah. So well, yeah, man. I personally think funny enough, I don't think he will be a starter, but I think Jacoby is fine in New England because he kind of has that kind of game. But personally, I think Jacoby needs to stay on the Colts as a backup. If a rookie comes in, you can compete with them and see what happens.
What sucks about the whole Garoppolo thing going to New England? It doesn't change it in a way because it's just like San Francisco 49ers, right? They don't have receivers like that. Brandon Ayuk looks good, right? But we don't know what he's going to do next year.
Right.
But New England has no receivers, like nobody. So even if you put Garoppolo in there, he's probably going to be protected as far as the offensive line, but we know he ain't got no arm.
I mean, I want to give the receivers the receivers in New England, Myers and Harry and all them. I want to give them a bye. This is why I want to give them a damn bye because the person that was supposed to be throwing them the ball wasn't really throwing them the ball.
All right, let's go with that.
You feel me? So
if we want to see what happens this year.
Yeah, I would say give them because they're all young. All of them are young. I would want to see what they can do, bro. I would want to see what they can do with somebody that can actually pass the ball down the field, that Belichick can stand behind and coach behind and all that stuff. Not somebody that's going to throw in like 6 interception, can pass the ball down the field, just overthrowing wide receivers and all that stuff. So I think that will be, the wide receivers, I would give them another year just to see what they can do with a decent quarterback play, with decent quarterback play.
Well, let's go to second half. We're going to talk about running backs, free agency running backs this year.
Yeah, buddy.
First, Aaron Jones.
He's a really good running back. I know he's not going to be in Green Bay simply because they have A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
But Aaron Jones would do good
anywhere.
Dolphins. Right?
Oh, 100. Yeah.
He'd do good on Dolphins. They got to build a line though.
We definitely need help on the line.
Yeah, need a lot of help on the line.
We got to get free agency with the line.
Jets need a running back.
Jets
definitely need a running back.
The thing with the Jets, though, do you want to get in that position of a whole new quarterback? I mean, a whole new
I don't see. This is his second contract, man. I don't think this dude want to go to the Jets. I don't want to do a Le'Veon
Bell situation.
Yeah, where you joining a team just to join a team. You want a team that's going to compete some way, somehow. Something you can be excited about. Yeah. So the Dolphins. The Dolphins is a good pick because the Dolphins are up and coming.
What about New England?
New England is definitely a great pick.
I don't like the New England thing because of the rotating and running backs over there.
I mean, Burkhead is gone.
They won't rotate.
Burkhead is gone.
And New England don't like paying nobody.
That too.
Yeah,
that is the part that I'll give you, especially at running back. They're not going to pay you at running back. So that will probably be the only hindrance for New England. I mean,
what about Cincinnati? Do you give up on?
No, you don't give up Mixon. No,
man. No, Mixon is fine, bro.
straight.
Mixon is fine.
I won't be drafting him.
I'll draft him then, bro. He's straight.
Mixon is fine.
He's straight, man.
Mixon underperforming, in my opinion.
I mean, listen, Aaron Jones, good fit for Aaron Jones. Maybe Seattle. I don't think they have enough money, but Seattle.
Right, because I think Chris Carson is gone.
He's going to be gone, yeah.
I think Chris Carson is gone. So I think that I agree with that. That could be a really, really, really good really good pick. Or you know where? Arizona. That's you took the words out of my mouth. I think Arizona, because Chris Carson. Aaron Jones can catch the ball and he can run. And he's a better running back than Drake. And he's a big guy. And I think he's a better running back than Drake. So I think that would be a great spot for them. Looking at the cap space, I think Arizona is fine. Like I think
fine. They're not paying anybody.
$19 million.
Yeah, they have money that they can spend. So I think Arizona is fine. And
Edmonds is still on that rookie contract. So
right, and I don't think they're gonna re-sign Edmonds or extend his contract or anything like that because Edmonds is gonna try to go to the market and try to earn some more money.
Yeah, but that'll be a couple of years from now because Edmonds just got drafted, I believe, last year, right? Or the year before?
The year before.
Yeah, so he's still good. I think he still has like one more year. On his
contract. Yeah, man, I think that's a good place for him to go to. What about you, PJ?
And he's probably getting paid like 13. He's gonna projected contracts like 4 years.
No,
13 million.
like I said, Dolphins is good. Arizona is good. Seattle, but I think Seattle needs to build their line.
Yeah.
That's it. That's their number one concern.
Yeah, but they're going to be missing out. I mean, I know they drafted a running back from Miami, and I think like with the 6th or 7th pick, but they're going to need a running back, man. If you lose Chris Carson, which is also a free agent,
you have a Hall of Fame quarterback complaining about
guess where
getting hit. Yeah.
I don't know if they can work the money, but Atlanta.
They need it.
They need it. Gurley? No. Gurley's done.
Yeah, they need it.
I think if they
I wouldn't go to Atlanta, personally.
You wouldn't go to Atlanta? Why? Like, dude.
The winning chemistry. Because see, my thing is that when I look at a winning organization at this point, I'm looking at what you did last year. Yeah, I know I can help you.
It's not
but
even last
I'm trying to figure out
what has Atlanta.
Well, no, Atlanta has gotten to the playoffs, but the thing is that you're looking at least want to get to the playoffs.
Atlanta is like Dallas. Big names should get there and produce.
Bro,
and
Atlanta
underperform every year.
So, but my thing is, the big names for Atlanta is where? It's on their offense. Yeah, they put up points all the time, putting up 30 points consistently, 30, 40 points consistently. But the defense can't hold. Look at the games that they lost. They lost so many games. Well, 4 games in the fourth quarter because of what? Even the Super Bowl because of the defense. Yeah. So the big name players are producing. The quarterback is producing.
Well, maybe so Atlanta has negative.
But that's still the same thing.
Space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Work the money.
But ain't no working that money.
Ain't no working that
money.
But
that's the thing, and so I agree with him. It's that if I'm going to work something, keep Gurley on that low contract and fix up that defense. I'm not going to put $13 million on Aaron Jones per year.
Why would you keep Gurley? Gurley is the part of the reason why you were losing. You can't.
No. The defense was a part of the reason why I was losing.
Listen.
Realistically, Atlanta never needed Gurley.
Yeah.
They do need Gurley. Y'all looking at the game different. Like, this is how I look at the game. Atlanta goes up 30 points. What does an offense needs to do at that point?
Run the ball.
And what couldn't they do?
Run the ball.
Exactly. They need Gurley. They were always up.
No. They were always up.
Yeah, they were even against Kansas City. Like Kansas City, they were up.
They were defense.
Dallas, they were up. Seattle, they were up. They were up on all these games that they came back and lose in the fourth quarter.
Even if I get Aaron Jones at that point, there's going to be times that that defense is going to be weak.
Yeah. No, the defense need help. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the defense need help, but keeping Gurley doesn't help your offense though.
It doesn't, but you
need a running back that can help you to run out this clock. That can go between the tackles when you get up 30 points, right? Granted, the defense will play the first 2 quarters really well. That they will play the first 2 quarters really well, but you need to run these clock out.
Then I need to get a running back in draft 5th, 6th round that can power back, that can waste time for me. But I need to save that whatever the amount of money. I mean, they're negative 22 million.
Gurley's getting 10 million. Release him.
Well, no, Gurley's not getting 10. Gurley's getting 5. The Rams are paying the rest. If 5, I think less than that. The Rams are paying the rest based on his last contract. So that's what happened there.
Wasn't there only 1 year left though?
That's where the issues are.
Right. So he's gonna need
still
money.
He's
gonna need money. So
No one's paying Gurley
I would
10
rather
million.
pay Aaron Jones 13 than Gurley 8.
True. I agree.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree
Like
with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. So it would
agree
make
with
your
that.
offense even more potent. You just need to build that defense.
All right, let's go with
You say where the money's gonna come from? 22 million. You see what the Saints have? 65 million. So they can pay over the cap and make this right.
I don't know.
and go win the Super Bowl.
I don't know, man.
The dude owned Home Depot, so
I was just about to say that, yo.
I live in that spot.
So your money going towards
Yeah,
Aaron
so
Jones
there
right
you
now.
go.
Chris Carson. We were just talking about Chris Carson. So what do we see?
Even like a Chris Carson should go there. Like, you know what I mean? Chris Carson is like a $10, $11 million kind of guy. I think Chris Carson go there. The only thing about Chris Carson, he just can't stay healthy, bro.
Yeah.
That is the issue. That's the biggest issue that's always clouding Chris Carson. This is a great running back. When he's healthy, the boy can run. Even when there is nothing there, he can power through and get some yards.
But he can't catch. He has issues with catching the ball.
Yeah, but they have what's his name out there in Atlanta. But where do you see Chris Carson though?
For me, Arizona's a good fit.
He can't catch.
Can't catch.
That's my
Arizona need
thing.
another
Like,
catch. You need someone that can catch the ball.
right. So that's why I say Aaron Jones out there. He's just a in between the tackle kind of guy and just, beat on the line, defensive line until
I got a fit for you.
where?
Lions.
I thought of that, but that's
I
a
think that's
complete
Swift
fit,
is Swift is an all around
Swift
player,
is
man.
yeah,
He's that slasher.
Yeah, he's an all around player. The coaching staff last year just sucked. Putting in Adrian Peterson because they're familiar with Adrian Peterson and playing for the name. That was just bad. That was terrible. that was just that's why it cost them their job.
Funny enough, running backs teams are pretty good at that position.
Yeah.
But and they're also doing it by committee.
That's where the issue with money lies there, because even though they're worth $13 million, Aaron Jones may not get $13 million, right? He may get 10.
Right.
He may get 9, because I'm telling you, listen, we're going to pay you, but we're not going to pay you as much money because you're going to be rotating as running backs. But that's the thing that I hate, and like at the same time, I need that running back. Like Aaron Jones needs to just pound.
Jets can go too.
Pound. No, Carson.
Chris Carson can go on the Jets.
You can.
He can, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like the best location for him, because, like I said, he doesn't catch.
Right. I mean, they can get Chris Carson and get like somebody like Cohen,
Yeah.
Terry Cohen, because he's a free agent as well.
yeah.
So get like a Cohen, even Arizona, like anyone. No, can't be Arizona because you still have what's his name out there in Arizona,
Edmonds.
right? So I'm saying like I would put like a Chris Carson and get like a Tyreek, because they have cap space on the Jets, and that would improve their squad significantly. And if they're able to even also get Deshaun Watson on top of that, that's ridiculous.
Well, we were just talking about Drake, right? May not be.
I don't know, man. Drake is kind of done for me. I don't think.
You don't think he had a good season at the end of the season?
He does, but that's what Drake does. Like every year, Drake
does
does
that well.
The last 4 or 5 games of the season, Drake is probably like top 5 running back, and then you go ahead and draft him high, and then in fantasy football, and Drake don't do it crap for the beginning of the season, and you're just like, why did I draft this dude?
The thing about it is that we were trying to find a position for Chris Carson, and Chris Carson is better than Drake. So how do you
Chicago
find
would
it?
be a certain place for Chris Carson.
No, not with Montgomery.
Not with Montgomery, bro.
I felt like they kind of lost faith in Montgomery.
No, they like
did.
Montgomery.
They like
Yeah.
Montgomery.
They like. That's why they didn't even
Montgomery
get a
did
backup.
well.
Dude, there were no backup for Montgomery,
Yeah.
bro. That's how bad
There's
it was.
no backup, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think Montgomery should even get even more
Kenyon
carries
Drake belongs on like Detroit.
as a backup.
As a backup, yeah. I like that. You got that slasher, you got that catcher, but you don't want him to be a starter.
Or you can put him out. You can put him out on the Rams.
I think they already good there.
No, because Brown is gone.
Akers, but it's Akers and what's it?
Henderson?
Hendricks? Henderson, yeah.
Yeah, but Anderson doesn't catch the ball as much as Drake does.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just
don't
think
know.
Drake is done.
Yeah. I think he's done too.
I think
he's
he's
gonna be
done.
there somewhere.
You could
but
probably
I just can't
swing him over to Seattle.
He'll be on a team though.
Yeah, he's going to be on the
He definitely
team.
will be on the team. It's just like
I can't
he's one of
see him
those
as a
running backs
starter.
you just kind of wait and see what happens, right?
You see what happened to Carlos Hyde last year, where he's like behind Drake and behind Carson. That's what I expect Drake to be. Like,
he's waiting for
if
that
somebody is down, he'll come in and he'll produce. Like, you can depend on him. Like, if you're playing fantasy football, right? If you're playing fantasy football, he's a good handcuff for anybody that you're like, whoever backfield he's behind. Like, so say for instance, if he goes to Tennessee, you're drafting, even though the dude doesn't get hurt, Henry, and then you're going to draft Drake in the later rounds just to cover your ass. So, but I think Seattle would be a good team for Drake though, because he can catch the ball out of the backfield and he can go between the tackles. But so I think that would be a good fit for him.
James Conner, he stays a Steeler or he leaves. Steelers ain't got no running back. Le'Veon Bell comes back.
But before we jump on to James Conner, I think Drake is going to stay in Arizona. And I don't think Arizona is going to pursue anybody.
I think
they don't feel like to train anybody.
I think James Conner should stay in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see anywhere else. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny, when we named all these players, running backs, no one talked about maybe them going to Pittsburgh. Like, we didn't say no running back. We said, like, yeah, that would be a great fit.
I thought about it, but
Aaron Jones would be good in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Aaron Jones would be excellent in Pittsburgh if
it's a lot of mouths to feed, though.
That's a lot of mouths
money-wise. That's the problem.
But they have cap space, don't they?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't
Pittsburgh,
have it?
no, Pittsburgh doesn't. Pittsburgh doesn't have any cap space.
They had like $14 million.
Even with restructuring, I thought they was going to restructure. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, they're $14 million in the hole.
Right. So with Big Ben, Big Ben projected to get like buku money this year, he'll have to take a significant pay cut. And today,
well, they already said that, right? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. The owners was like, "Hey, Ben, if you want to stay, we have to negotiate this whole contract because we can't pay you the money that we were paying you before." So Ben, which could be released.
Yeah, and not only that, even today, they were the owner went on, or general manager went on a show and actually wasn't committing to Ben at all.
See, so now we got another quarterback issue in Steelers.
In the Steelers,
yeah, we do, because even though they signed Haskins, it's still a quarterback issue up there. But that's another question. You know, I know the first half we talked about quarterbacks. Where would Ben go?
Yeah,
if he's released, is he a good fit in Colts?
Yes,
that would be. He's a great fit.
That would be the best fit. The second best fit would be San Fran.
What, Big Ben to the Colts?
Yeah,
that's
a great fit.
But they're in the same division, aren't they?
Well, you would have to. No, they're not. I think you would have to release him anyways because you're not going to trade.
You're not going to trade him. Yeah, because nobody's going to trade Ben. Ben is too old.
Yeah, they're going to be releasing him unless Ben wants to stay and try to get into a championship.
Dude, Ben is projected to make $41 million. It's gonna hit the cap $30 million over.
Yeah,
gonna make the cap $30 million over it. So
Ben's not gonna be there.
Ben is not gonna be there
unless Ben drops down to like $10 million a year or something like that. He's not gonna be there, and Ben's probably not gonna do that. And Colts are probably gonna pay him
$19 million against the cap. That is significant.
So we see James Conner is staying as a Steeler, right? How about Mike Davis, your boy? Big Mike Davis.
Mike Davis
is another. He's kind of like a backup.
He is a backup.
He is a backup.
Yeah.
He's
a backup.
I think he's like a system quarterback. Like, I'm not quarterback, running back. Yeah, system running back. To where, the system has to work for him to like really.
Because he was with the Bears and it didn't work out.
It didn't work out, and then he went to the Panthers, and it didn't really work out until C-Mac went down, and then he just came in and just started doing his thing. But yeah, I don't. Mike Davis is a glorified backup, to be honest with you. And
a team that I think he should go to is actually Cincinnati.
Yeah, I like that, but I feel like Cincinnati don't want power backs. They're looking for slashers like Mixon.
That's why I think.
No, but Mike Davis can catch the ball, though. You remember, he was doing everything. He was doing a lot of catching. So I agree. I agree with PJ 100%.
Bernard.
What?
Giovanni Bernard's out there.
Yeah, but
What's name is better? Mike Davis.
You
is
think
better.
Mike Davis is better than Giovanni Bernard?
Yes, overall.
Giovanni is kind of coming to the tail end of his career. Yeah. So I think Mike Davis going over there would be actually a really good fit. He has the power to go between the tackles, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he would be a good backup for Mixon.
New England is a good pickup, good spot to go to too, possibly.
Yeah, replacing Burkhead or somebody like that. Yeah.
Davis had 43 missed tackles as a runner and 22 as a receiver. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
No one can tackle that boy.
So James White, stay or go?
James got to go, but he gonna stay.
I know.
He's a system. He's in the system.
He's a system. I mean, I see James going out to Chicago possibly if they don't re-sign Tyreek.
Upgrade from Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I think that would be a good
I
fit.
don't know. Upgrade what Tyreek is. Going is that boy small as I don't know what. That boy 5'1"
and
just
fast
as hell, bro.
Fast as hell.
I mean, you dump that and he just
in his younger stages, James White was that guy.
That guy.
He was, but like I don't know about now, man. I think I would still put my money on Cohen to keep him there
True, but I feel like
James
Cohen is gonna want more than. See, you got to realize like a lot of these running backs, they know that they're older and they know they're on their tail end of their contract. I think you can probably get like a James White for like a 2-3 million, just to come sign up and go while you're gonna pay like about 6-7 for a Tyreek Cohen. Yeah, that's the thing you have to look at, and he will have somewhat of the same production and possibly even better, knowing that he can also go between tackles and also catch the ball and run because he's a way bigger back than Tyreek Cohen. So that's what I'm looking at when I look at James White going out to Chicago. I think that would be a great fit for Chicago.
All right. Down to our last three, man.
You know what we should have been doing?
What?
Just writing down the teams that we say these guys and see how many we got
how it
right
goes out. Yeah.
come March 17.
Run back the show.
Yeah, we can listen to the show. And but I think that would be a great idea just to see how many of these we got right,
So we got down to the last three. I don't like this order that we actually had it on, but let's Le'Veon Bell.
I don't know who wants him at this
point. His
point.
career is done, or
Who wants him at this point?
He's
he's
like,
going to be a backup until he can prove himself. But
He's like a Cam Newton.
Yeah, like you have the great name. You did some things when you were like in your prime, but now, man, like how you're playing and how you're viewed.
So you don't think he has the ability to?
It's
be
not
what he
the
was at
ability.
before?
It's with this dude. With this dude, it's not the ability. I don't think Le'Veon Bell. It's not about the ability with Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell still have the ability.
All right.
I think Le'Veon Bell. I don't think he has the motivation,
The desire.
and the desire. I think he wants to try something else. I think he's tired of football.
I got you.
Possibly.
Who would be the fit for him?
Jets. I'm just
Currently?
kidding.
I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone as a
You know
good
what's
fit.
funny? Names are like popping my head for quarterbacks now for some reason because Denver Broncos definitely don't have no quarterbacks over there. But Le'Veon Bell.
I'll give you the news on that in a sec.
Le'Veon Bell. What do you
News
think?
released on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Go back to the Steelers.
You can't put him on Denver because they have Melvin Gordon and
No, I don't think he's needs. I'm saying going back to the
saying-
Steelers.
Yeah, I was talking about Denver as far as quarterback wise, but I mean Le'Veon Bell as far as running back.
I think Le'Veon is done, dude.
Nah, he's not done. He's not done. But yeah, Steelers. I like him at Steelers. Maybe Seattle.
Seattle. You're funny enough. Seattle
may be the best pick when
Best-
Carson leaves. Yeah,
best place for Le'Veon
But
Bell
he
is
has to
Seattle.
want to. He has
to want to play. He
Yeah.
has to want. He has to come out.
Because his desire to be like he wanted to be a championship winner, and I knew
He wanted to be handed a championship.
yeah he wanted to be handed the championship, and I think you went the wrong route. I think he would have got paid. He would have worked. He would have built the team, and I think he was just like, yo, I need to win a championship, and just did not happen.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with that dude, Le'Veon, bro.
He's well rounded. I mean,
I like the dude. Like the dude was the top running back in fantasy for a long time, bro. For a long time.
Yeah, that's
Le'Veon
what
Bell is in the
happens
top three.
That's why I'm.
And then it just falls.
Lines.
Yeah, true that.
what about Buffalo?
See, I don't know about Buffalo. Man.
I like Zach Moss, man.
I
but
like
Zach
Moss.
is not going to be by himself. They need a running back, and Singletary has not done well.
But why get rid of Singletary when he's still on a rookie contract?
Exactly.
Both of these guys are on
Above
rookie contract.
Yeah.
You don't want to go pay somebody.
Yeah, you don't want to pay.
You don't pay somebody to come in. And
How about Arizona?
They need like a Juju.
they need a Juju.
They need a Juju.
I think
with homeboy that they have.
Diggs.
Diggs, yeah.
Yeah, I think Juju will work well in.
John Brown is gone. Yeah.
John Brown is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got which I think is a great pickup, right, to any team. Jamal Williams.
Before we even go to the teams, funny enough, I think Jamal Williams I would draft Jamal Williams over a lot of these players that we spoke about before. I think he's kind of there with Connor and Davis, but I would get him over White, Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
I would put him above. Honestly, I'd probably put him above Davis.
You know what? Yeah,
I would
because the dude produce.
Man, he produces. Like, dude, you just never know. And there's times that both of them, Aaron Jones and him, have like great games.
So you think he's more like a Kenyon Drake?
I think he stays though.
I do think he stays.
I think he stays to back up Dylan.
Yeah. He's not a Kenyon Drake. Who can I say he is?
Who? Jamal Williams?
Jamal Williams. He's a great backup running back. He's the number one backup running back.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of reminds me of the old Breida.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking about too. I was thinking about Breida.
That's who he reminds me of.
Because like he has that starter he has this capability of being a starter.
Yep.
But it's like, man, I just need you to come up as a backup and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, let me just
Jamal Williams is
and just let him go through.
Seattle is a good fit, but I think personally, Jamal Williams goes nowhere. I think he's gonna get paid $8 million somewhere around there to stay there and back up.
$8 million? Hey,
$5 to $8 million somewhere around there, and he just stays.
7.
He's like the he should always every year get the 6-man award year. Every year. Jamal is that guy. Like Jamal's that guy be like, damn, I have no running back in fantasy football. You just be like, come on, Jamal, come on.
You just put him in and you get that 10 points. He was gonna give you that 10 points. That's all you need. You just want that 10 points. And I think he's perfect for that 10 points. And I think he's gonna give you that 10 points. Jamal Williams for sure.
Yeah.
All right, this one is this guy that we have here is kind of
The last one.
Yeah, the last one that we have here is Marlon Mack, bro. Marlon Mack. I don't think he stays.
Nah,
he doesn't want to be in the shadows of.
I think he's a starter. The only problem is his injuries.
Yeah, the dude can't stay healthy, man.
He'll be if Dolphins get someone build on the line. He's a good fit there.
He's a good fit.
With Dolphins, see the thing is Marlon Mack to me it's another breeder. And I think Dolphins don't need another Breida. That's why Breida's not going to be there. Breida had the potential. He should have been the starter. But then you got all these rookies that kind of took over it. Like, not as rookies, like
Breida's
6th-round rookies.
To me, Breida's more of a specialty back. Marlon Mack is more of a workhorse back.
Yeah.
Definitely be a cheaper option, though. If you go
Marlon Mack for sure would be good.
But the problem is he doesn't really catch the ball. Yeah, outside too.
I mean, I think
can though.
You know where he's gonna go? I think Marlon Mack is gonna get
Texans.
Could go to the
Possibly,
Texans.
yeah.
Could go to the Texans for sure.
Texans.
Because they don't have a running back, really.
No, they don't.
David Johnson and Duke Johnson is just not doing it. It's just
They're
not
done.
doing it. And those guys are older. They're both over 20, 28, 29 years old, somewhere around there.
I think 30.
I think they're probably in their 30s. So for sure, I think Texans is a good fit for Marlon Mack. I also think with Coleman probably going to get cut. I think in
Coleman.
In San Francisco, just the way how they use their back, I think that will be a good fit for.
There's a lot of running backs.
There's a lot of running backs
up there, yo.
Yeah, but they used all of them last year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I know they weren't happy.
It was injuries though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Coleman is not going to be there, right? So it's going to be Maserati.
What's the other kid? McKinson? Not McKinson.
Just
He originally came from Minnesota, I think.
So
I can't remember.
I think he can take the Coleman role, and he will probably be better than Coleman there too. And you know what I mean? So I think that will be a good fit for him. I can't see anywhere else. Everybody else has like decent backups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
For maybe Jets.
Jets could use a
Possibly, yeah.
Jets could use a running back.
Like a Marlon Mack.
Yeah,
Marlon Mack.
Jets
He's
could
young,
definitely
don't
use
need
a
to pay
running
him
back.
a lot of money. Has a chance to prove it.
Yeah,
You can
play.
start.
He can play for a starting gig.
Yeah.
Jets will be a good fit. I give you that for sure. Yeah, everybody else, man. Everybody else I'm looking at with cap space, they already have running backs, man. And two, San Fran can work because they use multiple running backs in their game. So that could work. And now that Coleman probably won't be there, so that could work. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think Jets is a good fit.
Just don't go to.
Or a backup for the Raiders. Because this game, Marlon Mack game is similar to Josh Jacobs' game.
He knows. I mean, Marlon Mack is going to go over there and be like, "Listen, I don't want to be behind another player. He wants to get an opportunity to start, and maybe that's going to be based on a better opportunity. But you going there to Jacobs. Jacobs is getting the 95% of the ball.
But these running backs got to understand is what Paul says. You know, that position is not necessarily obsolete, but you getting paid is obsolete as a running back. People will rather go in the draft to get them backups. You know what I mean? That's what will happen.
So McKinnon, Jeff Wilson, who played really well
Really
this year,
well there, yeah. When they got
and
hurt.
obviously Maserati. So it's a lot of running backs out in San Fran.
Yeah, but the thing
McKinnon
is,
is the one
I don't
that's getting
think
paid a lot of
McKinnon is gonna. Yeah, because McKinnon is getting a lot of money. I think they're gonna cut him because he didn't perform. He didn't prove himself last year. Coleman
3 years.
Coleman is gonna get released. So that's why I'm saying
Injuries, yes, injuries for all two of them, and they got
right.
paid
So
a lot of money.
a lot of money. So I think cut both of them.
The reason why you got Jarek was because Coleman got injured.
So get rid of them, and no, you got Coleman because Jarrett got injured.
That's right.
Right, yeah. Jarrett got injured in preseason.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that year.
You drafted him, didn't you?
No, Andre drafted him.
And he was high on him.
He was high on him, and that boy just went down preseason. That boy was upset.
Hey, knock on wood,
But-
that doesn't happen.
But the thing is, you know what worked out for him that year? He picked up Cohen, and Cohen went off. Cohen went off, so that was his saving grace.
That
so
was Cohen's best year.
Best
Will
year.
probably be his best year of his career.
Yeah.
He won't have a
So
year like that.
Cohen went off for that dude. Cohen and Eckler went off for that dude that year. I remember that. So
It's a good year, man. Yo, that's it for us, man. Yo,
yeah, man. And shout out,
shout out, man. Shout out to the team, man.
shout out to the team for sure. Shout out to us, man.
Shout out to
us,
Anthony,
and
man. Great birthday party.
Shout out
over
to
the weekend,
Anthony.
Yeah.
Big ups on his birthday.
bro. Yeah, man.
That was fun. A lot of fun.
Shout out to our upcoming endeavors of what we have going on.
Yeah,
behind the
have a lot of
scenes.
things in the making. I hope everything work out. Fingers crossed.
That's working out, bro. Ain't no fingers need to be crossed, man. Be good.
Yeah, for real. I'm motivated for that bad boy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, good show. Looking forward to talk about the wide receivers. That wide
Next
receiver
week
list
is wide
is
receiver and tight ends.
Yeah.
Wide receivers and tight ends.
wide
It's gonna be
receiver
a lot of
list
receivers,
is
though.
ridiculous.
It's gonna be a lot of receivers.
It's
yo.
not a lot of tight ends,
Not a lot
anyways.
of tight ends, yeah.
And I'm not high on any tight ends. Really.
I know we're like two that come up. It's like three. Like
Never higher tight ends.
I really want to see what happens with Juju. I really want to see what happens with Robinson and Galladay too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Marvin Jones is out there, but Juju and Galladay is the main thing, and Robinson. Those to me are the main three that we have issues with.
Because
right now.
they could get certain teams over the top.
Yeah.
Just over that hump. Just
Over
get
that
into
hump.
that right team. And honestly, there's another player I think is going to be gone. Browns wide receiver, the other dancer, number 13.
Higgins.
Nope, number 13. For the Browns, man. New York Giants. He used to play for New York.
Oh, you
OBJ.
OBJ?
OBJ.
Nah, OBJ is not going
He's
there.
not
Listen,
going
they're going to trade him.
No, they're not trading him.
No, I don't think so.
It's so funny
Mark
because
my words.
they're not trading him. Because
I'm doing it right
funny
now.
enough, they were.
Locker roll prediction.
I think they did an interview. It wasn't one of the beat writer, and it was like what they were lacking is somebody down the field. They couldn't open up the offense because they didn't have anybody that can stretch the field. And
Do you think
that's
Hunt's
true.
going to be gone?
Yeah, Hunt is who they need to get rid of. That's the
Hunt
thing.
had a great season too, but
I think they need to get rid of Hunt.
And let Chubb-
Just let Chubb do Chubb.
Chubb, yeah.
Just let Chubb do
but
Chubb.
Chubb can't catch the ball, man. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
but
And
Hunt, boy, that
he
boy.
showed that in the playoffs. So they would need to replace Hunt
Yeah.
if they let him.
That's
go.
fine. I mean, there's a lot of cheaper running backs out there that you can
Mike
get.
Evans, if you replace Hunt.
Yeah.
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis, yeah.
Could be somebody that could replace Hunt. But you can get some cheaper players that can replace Hunt, man.
Yeah, man. So that's going to be it for us, man. Thank you for listening to Locker Code with C, Ren, and PJ. Be sure to check us out on lockercode.com for all your fantasy needs. Yeah, I mean, start waiver wire pickups, matchups, everything.
You know what? Real talk, though?
Yeah.
I think we should invite, like, all the boys from all the fantasy leagues that we're in and go paintball
Boys ready?
with the high caliber shots and everything.
Yeah, y'all
They
trying
ain't ready,
to. I think there's
They not ready.
some.
Nah, I mean,
else
closer,
going on there.
closer to the season, though.
Something else
Something
going
boiling
on
up, yo.
there. Yeah.
What's that?
You got something boiling up inside of you that you want to release, my dude?
Just say.
Yeah? All right. You ain't say nothing.
I'm saying.
Hey, I'm down. Just put it out there.
Yeah. I'm on.
I think
I'm in.
I think all these boys need to go out
A lot of these
closer to the
boys,
fantasy
hopefully
season.
they're listening. A lot of them are just talkers, though. Like they
They not going to come through?
they ain't about that life. Man. They ain't not about that life.
Yo.
That would be great, though.
That's it for us, man. Yeah.
Yeah, their mouths talk. You know.
Yeah. They always talk a lot of crap, and then when it comes down to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yo, they were quiet in DFS, though. DraftKings?
nah. Well, Andre won $10 or something.
Yeah, Andre won. Yeah.
Like,
Everybody else
he
was pretty
yeah,
quiet,
everybody
bro.
was pretty quiet. Yo, DFS was good though.
Yeah.
DFS was good. In future shows, I'll sign it up. I think we need to do some best ball drafts during the show. With live, like probably on Best Ball 10 or something like that. That would be great. So in the future shows, just want to see where we are. And I think we should, do a draft right now just to see where we land.
Yeah, you can do it.
Just before free agency, after free agency, but just
Mock
before the
draft.
draft.
like a way too early mock draft.
Yeah, a way too early mock draft just to see where we stand.
Yeah,
It could be a 3-man draft too, and we just
gonna put our
go at
draft.
it. Just 3-man draft, a couple of rounds, and see where we are.
Yeah.
See what our teams will look like, and then we can post all our teams on our website and on all our feeds and see which one people rank the best.
Draft
you know
order is
what I
going to
mean?
be
Just for
coming
the
out.
hell.
Our mock draft order is going to be coming out in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
We got to get
Yeah.
that down.
So that would be good.
All right, man. Yeet.
Let that ride.